All right, so now we're going to do some examples just with multiplication, power of powers, and then making sure that we know how to use positive and negative exponents. So 5 to the third times 5 to the fourth. Our trick here, our shortcut is if we have a matching base, like this 5, we've got 3 of them that we're multiplying, 4 of them that we're multiplying. So altogether, we're multiplying 7 of them, okay? And if I were to write that out, I could see 7 5s all multiplying next to one another. So I'm going to get out my calculator. 5 to the 7th, 5 raised to the 7th power is going to be 78,125. My next one's a little bit trickier. I've got different bases happening, right? My 3 and 3 are going to, we can rearrange that in our mind and put those together. So I have 4 and 2. So that's going to be 3 to the power of 6 because I've got 4 and 2 of them that are being multiplied. And then I have x to the second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my calculator 3 to the 6th power (729), and I can't really simplify my variables anymore, so I'm just going to have 729x squared. Now this is the one where we have examples of groups, right? So we're going to multiply those numbers. We added here, but now we're taking groups of groups. So just like our shortcut earlier that we did, now we're going to do 2 times 3, and 2 times 3 is 6. So 8 to the 6th power. 8 to the 6th power is 262,144. Definitely want to make sure you have a calculator handy. Okay, so now I've got some negatives. And remember, our shortcut is, it's not as easy to visualize with negatives, but our shortcut is to add these up. So -3 times plus -5 is -8. So 6 to the -8th power is going to be the same thing as 1 over a positive 8. Okay, 6 to the positive 8th power. So now I'm just going to say, I'm going to keep that 1 upstairs, happy and bored as he could be. And then I've got 6 to the 8th power. And my calculator is a big one. Okay, 1,679,616. Okay. All right, and then now I'm gonna keep bumping it up a little bit more each time. So now 2, and I've got a power to a power, so -1, and the shortcut is to multiply, right? So -1 times 2 is going to be -2, -1 times 2, groups of groups, and then I've got 3 to the -4th. So I could actually put that 3 to the -4th downstairs and make it positive, right? In fact, I could do the same thing to this one. I've got a -2. He wants to go downstairs and become positive. 2 to the positive 2. So now nobody's upstairs. So I'm going to have just a 1 in my numerator, and then 3 to the 4th is 81. And 2 to the 2nd, we already know, is 4. 2 times itself twice. So 81 times 4 is going to be 324. So my answer is 1 over 324. All right, now I've got x's. So my bases match each time. So I'm going to simplify. I'm going to start by simplifying right here. Okay. I could approach this problem a couple different ways, but I like to do groups of groups first. So I've got 2 times 5. So that's x to the 10th. And over here I've got x to the 4th and x to the -2nd. So now my rule is, I'm ready to just do a bunch of adding, right? 4 plus -2 is 2. If I found $4 and I lost $2, that's just $2. And then 10 makes 12. So 2 plus 10 is 12. So x to the 12th. And that's my final answer. Last but not least, we've got a to the 8th power times b to the -4th, and then a to the -3rd raised to the 4th. So power of a power right here. So all you need to do is get your a's together. Your b's are going to stay by themselves, right? So if I have to -3 times 4, that's going to be a to the -12, because our shortcut is to multiply those. Okay, we still have our a to the 8th and our b to the -4th for just a second here. And now I want you to see that we can go ahead and multiply our add these up. Okay, add these two up. We've got 8 plus negative 12, so that's a to the negative 4th. And then we have b to the negative 4th. So they're both unhappy. So we're just going to build an apartment, put it over 1, and then we can just move everybody downstairs who's unhappy, right? So your final answer is going to be 1 over a to the positive 4, b to the positive 4.